Okay guys, we're getting ready to go ahead and start putting the polyurethane on the stock. Right here it is. I just put an attachment in there inside where the assembly goes for the trigger and stuff that I can hold to as I work my way up the gun stock. I'll start down here at the bottom and just holding it by the stock, get the polyurethane rubbed in, and then I'm going to do a very light coat. I'm probably going to be putting maybe 5 or 6 coats on this. Depends on how it looks and everything. And between coats, I've got just a little Scott Brite, piece of Scott Brite here. I will barely go over it, and just, if any kind of lint or anything got on it, I can just knock it off and just give it a small roughen up, if you want to say it that way, and then apply the next coat. I also got some cheesecloth. This works really well when putting stain or polyurethane on, and it's by Rust-Oleum. I got that over at my local Walmart. I gave like $1.50, and you get a pretty good sized piece with it. You can unfold it a couple of times and make it bigger, but I usually just cut me a small piece off to work with. And I've got the Wipe On polyurethane right here. This is the clear gloss, and I got that over at Lowe's. And I've got a small, very small container I'm going to be putting my polyurethane in, because I'm going to be putting a very light coat on each time. I've got a paper towel for it to lay under, and that's pretty much it. I mean, but the other polyurethanes that you brush on and stuff, you need to stir hit instead of shake it, because it produces bubbles, which polyurethane does not like bubbles. But this, it'll pretty much even out and work for you. So we'll just pop the lid off of it right here. Not much at all, because I'm going to be just putting a very thin coat on it. And I'll just give me a little piece of cheesecloth like this. And the first thing I'll do, I'll take like a lint-free rag and I'll just wipe the gun down. Now I'll just go ahead and dip the cheesecloth in. Not much, just a little bit. And I'll just start wiping it on. You don't want to put it on thick, and just start going up the gun. And this spreads on very evenly, unlike the other type that you really got to watch what you're doing with it. This right here, a little bit goes a long way. It's like using True Oil, if you've ever used it before. And we'll just go up it, just working it, making sure that you're getting everywhere. And this Wipe On, you can go back a little bit if you see that you've got like a bigger spot that is a little bit too much. You can go back and even it out while it's still wet. And there we go. That's the first coat on right there now. And I'm going to go put this somewhere where there'll be no traffic of people walking around. Hang it up, and then let it dry for a couple hours. Check it, and we'll come back and sand it and put another coat on it. Okay guys, we're back. It's the next day. I let it dry overnight, and it's turned out pretty good so far. And all I'm going to do is just take my Scotch Brite pad, and I'm barely going to rub it. I'm not going to put no force into it. I'm just going to rub it very easily, and just make sure that there's nothing on it that may have got on it in overnight while it was drying. You know, if there was to have been an air bubble or something got in it. This Wipe On polyurethane, it is very easy to maintain. And usually if something gets on it, like a piece of lint or anything like that, it'll knock right off, unlike regular polyurethane. Tip: when you get done using your polyurethane, wipe it down real good with a paper towel or something. That way it doesn't get a lot of that skimmy, build up, dry polyurethane on it that could fall in and get onto your work as you're putting the polyurethane on it. And now it's time to put the second coat on. And if I miss a spot, that doesn't bother me, because I'll be right back on it again with a third coat. And then I'll just go to the other side and repeat. And it's looking good. There it is, the second coat. Well, guys, it is finally done. It took 6 coats of wipe on polyurethane. If you're planning on doing this, this is what I would use right here. This is what I recommend. This is the clear gloss. It's in the silver can. You can pick this up at Lowe's, Home Depot, places like that. And you can just see how good this turned out. You can see that white grain effect in it. Down through here, it looks right smoky looking in the stock. But it's turned out super glossy and a nice coating on this gun right here. All I used in one video was, go back and check them out. They'll be right down in the description. I used the True Black by MinWax. That was my stain. And then after I got done staining it, I used the Grain Highlight by MinWax. You can pick all that up at Lowe's. And then just went through the steps with it. This stock was beat up. It was banged up. It was scarred. It looked like something that was, you know, it just looked like garbage. I'm just going to say it that way. But a little tender loving care, a little elbow grease, and it turned out great. So there it is, guys. I appreciate you all for checking it out. Check the other videos out down in the description. I got some Alumahide Parkinson Gray, and I done the barrel. I stripped it for this little gun. That video will be coming up. And I repainted it, baked it. I went through all the steps with that. And coming up next, we've got Earth Brown. Just got it in. We're going to be doing a side lock muzzle loader. I'm going to be stripping the stock down the same way I've done this gun right here. I'm going to be adding some black paint and water. I'm going to be giving it a wash, then sanding in certain spots, and then do a carbon gray stain on it. And then going to be using this again to bring that gloss finish out. And going to be doing the barrel on this, and also a Mossberg turkey shotgun pump action. We're going to be also using the Brownell Earth Brown. So we got a lot coming up, a lot of fishing, a lot of fun stuff right here. So I hope that you will give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, guys, and join us right here at Track 'em KY. And that's about it. We'll see you in the next one. Guys, thanks for watching.